makes everything worthwhile. Now don't you let go. Now don't you let go. Don't you let go. Now don't you let go. Now don't let go. Oh my baby, don't you cry, 'cause you hurt inside. Honey, we're still alive, so don't let go. Don't you let go. Don't you let go. Don't you let go. Now don't you let go. Now don't let go. Thank you very much. John, can I have just a little more of the acoustic, please? There you go. Well, how's everybody's summer going so far? Man, mine's giving me the blues. Well, I'm gonna raise a fuss and I'm gonna raise a holler. I've been working all summer just to try to earn a dollar. Well, I asked mama, baby, try to get a date. The boss said, no doubt, son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there's no cure for the summertime blues. Well, my mama and papa told me, son, you gotta earn some money. If you wanna use a car to go driving next Sunday. Well, I didn't go to work. I told him I was sick. The boss said you can't use a car, you didn't work late. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Gonna have a fun vacation. Then I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations. Well, I talked to my congressman and he said, I quote, "I'll try to help you, son, but you're too young to vote." Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Tonight I got some money in my jeans and I really wanna spend it right. I've been doing my homework all week long. Now the house is empty and my folks are gone. Come on, everybody. My baby's number one, but I'm gonna dance a 304. And the house will be rocking from bare feet stomping on the floor. But the moment you can't sit still, your brother won't rock, then your sister will. Woo! Come on, everybody. Party, but you better put a guard outside. 'Cause if my folks come home, well, they're really gonna have my high. There'll be no more movies for a week or two. No run around with the usual crew. But who cares? Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Oh, thank you very much. Get a little Eddie Cochran out of my system there. The Wayback Machine for way back there.
Yes.
All right. Here's, we're going to do some of mine now. Once again, I appreciate 110 in the Shade and 201 for letting me play some of my songs for you this evening. Thank you all for coming out. Do stick around, because 110 is going to take it to 11. For sure. This one goes out to my old SG that I don't have anymore. That's not it. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the trailways from Reno to Knoxville, hit every stop along the way. Susie Q wired me the ticket, heading home without my pay. Made a run around the Gulf Coast, there and back in 3 days. In the fog I saw Martin Luther King. He said, son, you've lost your way. You're somewhere between a rock and a hard place, somewhere between a whisper and a prayer, somewhere between the ocean and deep space, somewhere between Chicago and New Orleans. They played the blues at Rock Harbor. There's a crazy man outside. Check the rear view all the way down Thunder Road till I made Roane County line. Somewhere between a rock and a hard place, somewhere between the whisper and a prayer, somewhere between the ocean and deep space, somewhere between Chicago and New Orleans, somewhere between Chicago and New Orleans. Thank you very much. This one I'd like to dedicate to the good people at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory out in California. And to anyone who's ever raised a teenager. It's called Red Rover. 1, 2, 1, 2. Red Rover, it's gonna be cold tonight. Red Rover, Red Rover, we've wrapped your batteries tight. Keep the dust off your solar arrays. You know these signals take days. Red Rover, you'll sleep with the stars tonight. We've been looking things over. I'm sorry we have to say, after crunching the numbers, you've gone a bit off your way. Standing by for the latest report. Keeping in mind the last resort. Yes, we read you, Red Rover. You're loud and clear tonight. We've worked and we've struggled a decade or two. Every care for your future has been given to you. It's go for Red Rover. It's time to shine your light. Discover might help our human plight, but truth is a mother. The sharp things are shiny bright. If we're still here when you return, fire your retros. Maybe we've learned. Red Rover, it's time to shine your light. Red Rover, sleep with the stars tonight. Red Rover. The kids are all right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right. You still here, Wally? There you go. Here's one. Here's one from RBT that we did.
Well, you left the motor running, wheels in the mud spinning round. Everything you wanted lies in pieces on the ground. If you just take a minute and take a look around, you'd see what's going down if you looked around. Well, you can't see the forest for the trees you cut down, and you burned all your bridges on your way out of town. If you just take a second and take a look around, you see what's going down if you looked around. If you looked around, you'd see the shoreline on the sunset, see from mountain to the sea. See a light on the dark side of this town. You'd see a future for you and me if you looked around. If you looked around. Kinda hard to see it coming when you pull the shades down. And it's hard to be forgiven when you can't be found. If you take a little minute and take a look around, see what's going down if you looked around. If you looked around. If you looked around, if you looked around. Thank you very much. Is it hot enough for you? All right, we got time for one more, I believe. So appropriately entitled, The Last Thing. It's on automatic. I can't stop it now. Never been problematic up until now. It's completely systemic. If I seem erratic, somewhat unwound, don't mean to be dramatic or bring you down. I must be emphatic, so you know the sound of a heart that's bound. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna be the one that stands beside you. If it's the last thing I do, you're gonna know me as the one that was true. So if you're sympathetic, put your hand in mine. Forget this world of relics Yeah, our love divine. And for you, I'm gonna walk that line. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna be the one that stands beside you. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna be the one that stands beside you. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna be the one that stands beside you. If it's the last thing I do, you're gonna know me as the one that was true. Last thing I'll ever do. Thank you very much. Stick around for 110 in the Shade. Thank you, Greg. The band.